Well, day 900 here. Welcome back, by the way. We want to get the primer on Piecemeal today. So I got it pretty much taped off. A couple spots where the tape wants to peel up that I keep tending back to. Always run into that issue. I guess if I would wipe it off with some alcohol first, it wouldn't have that issue, but yeah, well, it is what it is. So what I'm going to do now, you won't hear a whole lot of talking throughout the video because I'm going to turn the fans on. I got 2 fans there. It's a good idea to set up some fans, get yourself some fresh air draw. I'm going to set some fans up. Well, I have them set up. I'm going to turn them on. I'm going to pull the garage door down to the fans. That way it kind of makes like a draft through. I got to wipe down the whole car. Every seam and stuff that I want paint. I usually use alcohol. It doesn't leave a residue. It dries off really quick. Or I also, this is only $5 at Lowe's, like $5.42 or something. Spray away glass cleaner. Works about the same way, but we're going to give the whole car a wipe. And then we're going to set up the spray gun. Don't mind my mess, and hopefully the music ain't coming through too high here. I will try with the sound. My paint here, my primer is a 4-to-1. Follow your instructions. Homemade shake machine. That means it's 4 parts primer to 1 part of the activator. Other than just shaking, get yourself a stirring stick and stir it up. Then you can feel if anything has settled out to the bottom. And I should almost take this down to the hardware store and let them shake it up for me. You saw me wipe the car down, and then I went over it with a tack cloth. Once I get this mixed up, we'll go back in there once I have it ready, and I'll re-wipe again with the tack cloth. Helps with the static, and just in case if anything is transferred its way on there. And as well, get yourself a respirator. I'm sure you saw in there I have a full face. It's just what I had at the time. You can get the the half shell. They'll just go over your mouth and your nose. I have that full face for the sheer fact of that's what I had. What you can do is you can get some water, wet your floor down. That'll help with any dust that's going to lift off of the floor. I was going to, but I don't want the extra humidity in the barn. So all I'm going to do is nothing. I'm in a barn. I can only make it so good anyway. I'm also going to put a glove on for the sheer fact of when I do inside the trunk lid or the doors. I might be half holding them. So that way when I spray my whole arm up, at least my hand will be clean. Then use the cups. Get yourself some paint strainer cups. In case if there's any chunky grits, that might have fell in there, any solids that might not have mixed up. You're not going to get them down inside your paint gun then. Clog up your tip and your nozzle. Okay, I gotta move this hose. I'm getting tired of stepping on it. Standing on the dang thing. It's messing me up. This big one kind of makes it more of a pain in the neck to put in here. I'm not really getting anything, so that's good. Well, as you can see, we got the primer on, and I didn't have much issue with dirt until now. I opened up the garage door and stuff, but she was flashing off super fast for me, way too fast. I actually needed like a slow reducer. I didn't have any, but you get started, you kind of got to go with it. So she's actually dry. She sprayed on extremely dry. So anybody that's done any painting, you know when you do it, when it sprays on dry like that, it gets rough. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. Way rougher than I like. And the other thing, which I forgot, I'll show you. Actually, I haven't taken it off yet. I cleaned it up, but I didn't take this off. As you can see, I got some solvent inside of it. But anyway, this water trap here, this water separator, I completely forgot about it. That this thing likes to leak. And so just heads up, if you find this blue one from Lowe's, just keep an eye on it, because it does like to leak. It actually, not long after I started the roof there, it dripped down and put a bunch of water right here, and I quick tried to mop it up. Well, I did mop it up and I sprayed over it. So that's the spot I gotta sand. So that's where we sit right now. I'm not gonna get a lot of the, I don't know, it don't look too bad. I mean, for how it was spraying and me not knowing really what I'm doing. One thing I did figure out years and years ago when I did that Scion that I showed you, I use U-Pole primer. And I actually have the can over there on the other side because there's a very little tiny bit left. Way better, much better than this stuff. This is, I don't know what kind this is, speed coat or something, but either way. So well, next time I do this again, I'm going to get the U-Pole primer. This doesn't seem bad. It's pretty hard stuff. I don't know how it sands yet. I haven't tried to sand it, but that's where we stand right now. I'm going to start sanding it down, probably wet sanding it just to smooth it off. I'm not going to get 100% smooth because I had just shy of a gallon, and I don't know if it's because I did the engine bay and the door jambs and inside the trunk lid, you know, the lip and underneath the trunk, that I used the whole just shy of a gallon that I had, which, I mean, once you put the activator in and stuff, you basically got a gallon, a little over a gallon. I used that whole gallon, so I'm not as thick or as heavy as I'd like to be to sand, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go with it. I don't have much of an option. I'm not mixing up that other junk that I got to spray on here, the gray stuff, just so I could have something to sand. I'm not using that stuff. I'm gonna throw that out because I didn't like it before and I ain't gonna like it now. So I wanted to give you at least this. Yeah, give you a run around here. Let me take it out of here. Well, the dumb thing, for some unknown reason, stopped recording on me. I don't know where, but I tried to give you a walk around. The whole car's done. Trunk, inner trunk, underneath the deck lid, the hood. And, yeah, well, that's it. She's all in primer. Now we gotta knock her down, get her as smooth as we can for how much primer is on it. It's not gonna get super smooth, but should be good enough. Hopefully, has really no choice to get smooth enough to lay the color down. So by the time the next video, you see the next video, you can hear she's still got steel in it. Even though you saw that filler there, paper thin. I kept it super, super thin. But anyway, next video you'll see will be, this will all be sanded as smooth as it's going to be, and we're gonna get the color on the car, and hopefully that don't fight with me as much as the primer did. But I'm not a professional, I'm not a painter, I am aware of that, but it is what it is. Should do what you need to do. So as always, please give us a subscribe and like and share the video if you want to, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.